I caught my wife with a female escort, exploring bisexuality. What now? And could this actually be a good thing? I'm Courtney here, a sexpert for Arousr. And first, we need to take a deep breath. This is a lot to process. You were supposed to be at work, and instead you come home to find your wife in bed with another woman. And not just anybody, a paid escort. Now she's telling you she was just exploring her bisexuality. That is a lot to unpack. Confusion, frustration, hurt, maybe even a little bit of curiosity. It's all valid. So before you decide what comes next, let's break this down in a way that might actually help you figure out what you want to do. The first step here is we need to separate the bisexuality from the betrayal. Her being bisexual is not the problem. The fact that she did this behind your back, that's the real issue. Your wife had a curiosity, maybe even a need, to explore her sexuality, and that's completely valid. But how she went about it is not okay because she left you completely out of the conversation. And that's where the real work begins. Rebuilding trust, setting boundaries, and figuring out if this is something you can actually move forward from. Because even if you are open to her exploring this side of herself, this only works with honesty and communication and mutual respect. Now, could this be a positive? Hear me out. What if this wasn't the end of your relationship, but the start of something new? A lot of couples successfully explored non-monogamy, threesomes, or any open dynamic if both people are genuinely into it. Does the idea of her being with another woman turn me on? Would I want to be involved in some way? Whether watching, participating, or even just knowing about it ahead of time? Would opening up our relationship ethically with boundaries actually work for us? If any of that sparks something in you, then maybe, just maybe, this could be an opportunity instead of a betrayal. If she needs something that I can't give her, am I not enough? And let me tell you right now, you are enough. Your wife exploring her bisexuality doesn't mean that she doesn't want you. It means there's a part of her that she hasn't fully tapped into yet. But whether you can support her in that, or if it crosses a hard boundary for you, that's completely up to you. So be real with yourself. Can I move past this betrayal and build trust? Am I comfortable in opening up our relationship in some sort of way? Or does this cross some sort of line that I can't or don't want to move past? And really, there's no wrong answer here. But if you are going to choose to stay, you need to be clear about what that looks like for you. If you're open to the idea of her exploring, I commend this for you because it can be so fun, but it cannot be a secretive thing anymore. It needs structure and communication and a lot of trust. There's 3 things that I would recommend for you moving forward in order to make this really successful for you guys. The first one is you need to set clear boundaries. Are you comfortable with her being with women only? Do you want full transparency? Would you want to be involved? Lay it all out on the table. 2 is she needs to regain your trust. If this is going to work, she has to fully acknowledge that what she did and how she went about it was not okay. There's really no moving forward without that part. And 3 is you need to check in with yourself. Does this feel like an exciting new chapter? Or does it feel like trying to force yourself to be okay with something that you're really not? And if this isn't something that you can be okay with, that's okay too. My final thought is it's your choice on your terms. At the end of the day, this is about what you want, not just what she wants. You don't have to open your relationship. You don't have to be okay with how this went down. And if this isn't something that you can move forward with, you're allowed to walk away. But if even just one part of you is intrigued, if the idea of seeing where this could go on your terms excites you instead of hurting you, then maybe, just maybe, this could be the beginning of something that you never expected. If you're curious about what this might feel like without the baggage, Arousr is where you can safely explore these fantasies with real, verified women. No commitments, no awkward conversations, just a space to see how it feels. If that sounds like something you might need, we'll see you in Arousr.